Midnight Soul Serum.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show, Midnight Soul Serum. I'm your host, Mac Black. We've got Florida water going out. We've got t-shirts being made. We appreciate the new followers. We thank everybody for the support. So this episode, it's not a secret. I do certain things that I usually only reserve that for people close to me, my loved ones. I might do an oracle card reading. Uh, just there's a number of things. I just don't ever really advertise it. So, someone extremely close to me, somebody that I love, asked me if I would do a cord cutting for them. And of course, I said yes. And so, while doing this, of course, you do your research. There's different ways that people do it. I'm not going to say anybody's way is wrong or right. Um, it's up to the person and how they practice and their intentions and what they set. It's a whole shebang that goes into it. So I get everything set up. First of all, getting everything set up, the person that requested the cord cutting, the person they were requesting the cutting from, their energy is amazingly powerful and strong. Um, just getting the setup set up, things kept getting knocked over. Things were malfunctioning, things that had no, I've never had issues with. So I get it set up. I finally get things stable to where I'm going to go ahead and do this, right? And so I set my intentions. I'm going through this ritual and I light the candles. Uh, the person on the left, I'm going to upload, there's going to be a picture of this so you can see it with the voice, and it's on here, but I just always say that because sometimes I record my audio separately. Anyways, so the person on the left was the person that requested the cord cutting. And, you know, she ended it angrily, walking away at things that the other person had done. And so if you'll notice in the picture, um, her flame is larger and the cord starts burning on her side first. Now, what's interesting is the candles were lit at the same time. Hers burned faster. It burned faster, it burned brighter, and as it gets to the point to where the cord lights and it starts burning, you know, um, the cord burns, and as the cord breaks, as it breaks into the other person, their candle literally like lunges into the other candle, trying to hold on to the energy, trying to keep that cord intact. And it's like they were making their last ditch effort. And so I would love to show the video, but part of this, the way I do it, I have the individual's photos with their candles. So out of respect for them, I'm not gonna post that. I'm not gonna say their names, not gonna reveal their identities. That's part of, just protecting your clients. So anyways, this happens and the whole big thing, the cord was separated, it was complete, it was done. But his energy did not stop there. So I'm not sure what type of energy or anything else that may be attached to him or anything he may practice. So, after this I'm getting things picked up, put back in, the space had been cleansed before, it was cleansed after, everything's it's usually my usual practice, how I'm closing everything out. So I get into a different room and it's like it's I could feel I could almost feel like the anger, like that he was upset. So there's an older Xbox I have in one of the other rooms, and mind you, this thing's been in the same place for months. All of a sudden, it falls off. It falls down. And it did this 3 times. And so the third time, I get it. I get everything back. I come in, cleanse the room, um, and everything's, done. Everything's fine. But then talking to the person that had me do it, you know, and I did tell her, I said, an intense amount of energy was released. So she was, she dealt with a few things of uh, anxiety, not being able to sleep. This person was even popping up in her friends' dreams to try to find a way to connect to her. So um, I did something different a little bit last night to go ahead and go ahead and like get rid of all of it. Just to help her get peace, just to help her sleep and get along with life. And I'm going to check in with her today and see how she feels. I did tell her that I would take care of it at the witching hour, and not saying I'm a witch. I just said that's when I would take care of it. So, and I do, like I said, there's certain things that I do. Like if you've looked up Florida water and you see what is the many uses of it, I don't. I'm a spiritual person. I don't just claim one religion or cling to a religion. Do I believe in God? Yes. Yes, very much so. But I told you before when the show started, I would not get this show drug into religion and denominations and all that. We're not going to do that. Anyways, so I just want to talk to you guys about, when you do these practices, you have a duty to the person you do these things for to let them know, like, hey, this could happen. This is what did happen. Everything's not, hey, you get on TikTok and you see this stuff and they'll just video it and they'll say they did a cord cutting or they did this, they did that. And that's pretty much the end of it, which I do understand not going into like specific details about the client or who it was. I get that. But you have to have all the information that you can get when you do these things, because it not only can affect your space, it can affect the space between the people involved. And it's just something good that you should know. It's good practice to know. Now, does that mean that, if I get like 10 emails from some strangers I'll never know asking me to do a cord cutting, am I going to set it up and do that? Probably not. Like I said, I I keep my things close to the people that are close to me, to the people I love, friends and family that are like extremely close. I don't go out tiptoeing into certain unknown energies when it comes to doing certain things. I've always been sensitive to paranormal and sensitive to other energies and entities. So it's not something that I take lightly when I decide that I'm gonna do this for someone. It's like I don't I don't even read my own cards that often. If there's a question that I feel that I haven't gotten the answer to, and I don't know, there is a difference for people that don't know. There's a difference between oracle cards and tarot cards. There's a difference. Um, I could do that for you, but I'll let you do your own homework on that. So, it's not, it's one of those things that it's been made unpopular and demonized in the mainstream society's norms. But when you start looking at society's norms, you know, you got to remember these are the same people who, when things happen that they didn't understand or couldn't perceive how it happened or whatever, you know, these are the same people that deemed people witches and would actually go and burn them at the stake. You know, like, who decided what your norm was for society? Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's not normal. You just don't know about it. So, uh, you know, there's a lot more things coming. I've got a UFO episode that I've got some video clips that I'm trying to clear up so that you can see what I see that the person that sent it in that took place over the ocean. Um, that one's interesting. It's real interesting. I will try to get that one up in the next couple of days. Preparing to close out season 1. And yes, there should have been way more episodes. It's a learning process when you do this. You know, people think it's just like, hey, get a YouTube channel and go. No, it's not like that at all. And so, still growing, still learning. Like I said, if there's anything you need, you can always reach out to us at midnightsoulserum@gmail.com. There is a Facebook page. It's actually a profile. Midnight it's Midnight Soul is all together space serum, and you can send a friend request. I'll accept it. It doesn't. I'm not even worried about it. I will tell you that, you know, I share things from YouTube, TikTok, and other people's pages and things I come across on there. As well, sometimes I'll share things that I experience on there. And, you know, I don't share the episodes from the show on there. I will let them know that there's a new episode because I'm directing everybody to the YouTube page. Um, you know, with the whole deal of what happened with TikTok and other social media like that, I would just rather be on the side of caution and just have it all up on YouTube. So, you know, with that being said, it's a short episode. Um, you know, everybody has their own takes. Some episodes, there's no like defined episode length for me. It's just when I do an episode, I do an episode. And sometimes people listen to this stuff at work and they don't have all day to sit and listen to a podcast. Some people do, some people don't. Some people listen to it on their way in. And some people, you know, they just listen to it in their car. They hear me ramble, they hear me talk, and that's it. So, but thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Until the next time, I'm your host, Matt Black, and this is Midnight Soul Serum.
Midnight Soul Serum.